Good morning, folks. Well, I'm wearing the black t-shirt today, not because I'm in a bad mood, but because I have a problem. Although if I don't solve the problem, I will certainly be in a bad mood. Let me try to explain. Hold on. So, for those of you who've been to my channel before, you're probably aware that my current project is building the Tamiya 1/48 scale of the P38G Lightning. And I've laid down the olive drab exterior paint, Tamiya XF62, and I'm very happy with the coverage and the color and wanted to proceed. Of course, I'd also put the base color on the underside, and I'm less happy about that. I'll show you now. Well, here's the underside, and that is painted in Tamiya's AS7 Neutral Gray U.S. Army Air Force. It's a rattle can. I didn't want to use a rattle can, even though it's convenient, just because less easy to control, but I could not find the Tamiya Neutral Gray USAAF in a bottle to use in the airbrush. So I proceeded, and the coverage is good, but I've got some areas of touch up, and I'm very reluctant to try and do that with the rattle can. It's the sort of thing that really an airbrush should do, but what paint do I use? Well, let me show you some of the alternatives. Okay, here's AS7, the rattle can of the color recommended in the painting instructions, which is what I used. Now, what I have and what Tamiya has available, as far as I can see, you've got a neutral gray XF53 right there, and then in the middle, a RLM gray XF62, slightly different. And then we've got light gray XF66. Okay, do any of them match up? Well, of course not. So here's what they look like. Golly, I think XF62 should be called German Field Grau or Feldgrau. It's definitely got some green in it. Now, the neutral gray or the light gray probably needs some sort of drop or two of some shade of brown to get them over to this neutral gray U.S. Army Air Force spray. But I don't want to be mixing paints and fooling with that. What am I going to do? I guess I could spray the entire undersurface with one of these alternatives in the airbrush, either the neutral gray or the light gray. I don't know, but that's going to require a significant amount of masking again. I just don't know how to proceed. I guess another alternative would be to see if I could decant a little bit of the neutral gray spray. Something I really haven't done before. I can envision that being a total disaster, but at least I'd have the right shade, although I probably would have spray paint all over the hobby room. Anyway, I'm going to mull this over. Any suggestions, recommendations would be appreciated, or if somebody actually knows of the actual bottle number and can find it and can verify that it's available in the US for Tamiya's bottle of neutral gray US Army Air Force that matches up with that spray gray, good Lord. Yeah, that would be helpful too. I don't know. I've got about 4 minutes of painting touch-up to do on the underside, if I can find the right shade. That's provided I don't go for a whole repaint. But of course, I've got some masking and cleanup, and yeah, it's going to get complicated. all because I chose to use the rattle can in the first place, which in hindsight was a major mistake on my part. So it goes. Uh, Hopefully I won't be wearing the black t-shirt when you next see me. Thanks for watching.